And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw is Cousins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings us 2nd.
From the 41, Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to Cook strip. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
65, 65, 65. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd down.
180. 42. Stop your whining.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Taken down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards on the ground. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Push him back.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Chicago.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Hey, orbit!
54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, Chicago.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
24, Vikings 7.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. They'll run on first down. Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
Hey,
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
X3, 218,
From the 36, Cousins escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Get up! 180! Hey, ball.
Show an 8.
Topper!
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Flare.
Zebra.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Leave it.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Go!
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Watch the curl.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
I'm here all day.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Under 10, 10. Black, black.
Mike, check.
Smooth.
59.
A second down throw for Cousins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
59's Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Check, 59.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Here's Madison running on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 35-yard line.
Mike's 50.
Blue draw corkers.
59.
From the 35 on second down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Wide.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Protein spill.
Check Mike. Watch the safety creep.
Black.
from just shy of midfield. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Done.
Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. They'll try to run with Madison. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Gun.
Wise motion.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's starting to...
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
First down, a run with Cohen.
Check 43.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
27-yard line.
Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike. 54. Mike.
Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in.
Check 26. Check 26.
Hey, Zoo.
From the 27, Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
And the Bears first down.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's a first down run with Collins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Check, Mike 42.
I don't even know why this team
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Rush in.
18. Alert, 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 alert. 80 weapon.
Watch twist. No. Off.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins now. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
You got 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown, a big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Come get some. Come get some.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They run with Collins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now a give to Collins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Crunch.
From the 39, Trubisky forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Number 10, Mitchell.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 55.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Gun.
Banjo.
Cousins on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Focus, defense, focus.
58's the Mike, 58's the Mike.
Here's Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Vikings first down.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
58, boys, 58.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
They'll run for it. Cook. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Check. Mike
4
42.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Watch twist.
They go again with Collins. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession,
Watch out,
no
watch out,
turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On first down, Collins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
On the tackle. A gain of 15.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. It's Collins, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.